Investing in STEM education is a priority here at St Phillips Christian College, Newcastle. Through STEM education, we've been able to reimagine the school experience for many students. Championed by dedicated teachers, students have responded to the challenge to become personally invested in their learning. By embracing the opportunity to be innovative and future-focused, they have achieved outstanding success locally and nationally in STEM competitions. Our leading STEM educators, Mr David Bonzo and Mr Brian McCowan, with a combined tenure of 62 years at the college, are passionate advocates for building young people's STEM literacy and capacity. Let's talk with our lead educator for STEM Years 7 to 12, Mr David Bonzo, about recent success in the senior school. Dave, you've been at the college for 26 years. How does your classroom look different now from when you started?
Well, when I first started teaching, it was expected that the teacher was the source of all knowledge. In other words, all instruction in the classroom was teacher-directed. But today it's very different. Now, students take greater responsibility and initiative in their learning. This allows them the freedom to explore different challenges according to their gifting. You know, if their learning was confined to my knowledge and capacity, my limitations would soon become theirs. This has been an evolutionary process for me as a teacher. I've had to learn how to get out of the way of my students' learning so that they can more effectively be supported in their individual learning journey. In 2014, the college was selected as one of 7 schools nationally to trial the Stage 5 iSTEM elective course. In this highly innovative program, students undertake a range of developmental engineering projects, teaching them indispensable technical and enterprise skills. Students have been able to enter local, state, and national STEM competitions that provide opportunities for them to engage directly with industry experts.
One of these external competitions is Subs in Schools, which is a particularly exciting initiative with the nation currently looking at submarine technology. Can you share with us how we first became involved in the Subs in Schools competition?
Certainly. It was in 2019. The students initiated it by approaching me directly. As there was no dedicated submarine industry in the Hunter to speak of, these students were well and truly ahead of their time. I was eager to support them because here at St Phillips, we believe in our students and we want to prepare them for the whole of their life. As there was no state competition in New South Wales for Subs in Schools in 2019, we went directly to nationals with no experience, yet came away with second prize. This inspired us to return the following year. And as we were only 50 points from first place in our very first attempt, the students came to me and said, "If you can give us another chance, sir, we will find those 50 points."
So my name's Jack Fraser, and I competed in the first Subs in School competition here at St Phillips in Team Nova. Honestly, it was really exciting. You know, it was a brand new thing for St Phillips and for all of us here to really endeavour in such a big challenge to really build a submarine team and, you know, compete nationally against other schools. So for the second year, I was actually team captain. So I was there to actually, you know, sculpt the team and, you know, really use the knowledge from that first year to really build upon for the second year. And that goes down to, you know, the submarine design, our presentation, all of our documentation for all of our portfolios. So all of that, you know, all that knowledge from the first year really got built upon in that second year. So for the second year, we actually came first place, which was actually, it was outstanding. All the hours we put in, all the late afternoons and, you know, after schools, for it to pay off and get first place was really incredible. Yeah, it was outstanding. So for the third year, I was the coach for the team. So I was able to use my first and second year of, you know, being in the competition and really building upon that to really coach the new team into, you know, how to approach the competition, because obviously it's a very big task and it's very complicated. So being able to guide them along the way of how to, you know, start off for their first time in the competition. It was great to work alongside Oscar and the other team members, and it was great to see how they took it to the next level.
I was really motivated by looking at all the other teams that came before me, like Team Nova and Team Trident and stuff, they were really cool. And like I remember sitting in assembly one day and seeing them go across the stage, and they were like, champions and stuff. I was like, wow, that's pretty sick. Besides just being like a really good inspiration, the other teams before me and the other comps that the school ran before me, they really showed me like the precedent. You know what I mean? Like what could actually be done in these comps and like what you could learn and stuff. The comp is, at least for ours, because we went through COVID, our comp went for 16 months. Having these like really generous now uni students to come in and be like, okay, cool, we'll help you out. Like we can do all these different things and stuff. That was really awesome. And it's not just like, oh yeah, they'll help you out, but they actually, they spent their weekends and stuff coming and sitting in my garage with me trying to get one stupid thing to work. But yeah, no, it was good. We worked with a whole bunch of industry experts, but the main one that kept on coming back and stuff, and he actually wanted to come back to us and go to state and nationals with us, was this guy called Curtis. He came down from Blue Zone Group, which is like a defense company. He came down and he talked to us about like all the different things you could do. He gave us really cool industry experience and taught us about like the realities of what it is actually, what you actually do as an engineer. Once I finished off my competition, we got to the end, we ended the line. At the end, at the very end, I was kind of like, oh, I'm done. And then, it took me about a month and I realized I didn't feel like indebted, but I remembered what Jack and Angus did for us. And I was kind of feeling like, I'm going to do something with myself now. And I realized, oh, cool. There's another team coming along. Like they're a great bunch of guys, and seeing what Jack and Angus and stuff did for me and all the other teams before then, I kind of realized that, they laid the groundworks and stuff, and it was my duty, and like I kind of had to go and do that for the other teams and ahead of me. And like it's not like, oh, I had to do it, but it was I wanted to do that because they'd been so instrumental in helping us. So yeah, I kind of wanted to help them out too.
So as our previous teams were national champions, we had relatively high expectations for ourselves, but with everything there's always room for improvement. So we looked at what the previous teams did well and what didn't work, and then we took those and added our own innovations. From that, we collaborated with past students and also members of the industry, and we found different workarounds and ways that we can solve these problems, and we can create a better submarine that is more innovative and creative.
So a large part of the competition is holding ourselves to a higher standard, so going into university level and even professional level, engineering, business management, project management. But the entire team as a whole, something we all really worked hard on was industry collaboration. So there's no real class in the school to go and talk to CEOs and directors of companies, and it's pretty just scary going up to these really high up people and asking for money or mentoring. Once we got our first sponsor, it kind of started to get our confidence up, and we began to realize what we were actually doing right, what we were doing wrong. So we were constantly just working on ourselves, getting not only better at providing ROI and other things for the sponsors, but also just getting better at communicating between each other and with companies. So after we built up those experiences and built up a larger group of sponsors who really support us and they really wanted to see us do well, we began to work on our project itself. And having those sponsors, those people who were professionals in their industry, just come to help us, as said with Curtis, as Oscar's probably said before, and some people in business, it really helped us whenever we were stuck and we couldn't figure out what to do. Having someone who had been through that before and is doing it as a profession, it's always helpful to have someone just check over your work and point you in the right direction.
At Blue Zone Group, we believe it's important for industry, government and education to partner together because not one person can solve the whole requirements. So when we're looking ahead at things like the AUKUS program, where we're going to need lots more workers, how do we bring that next generation of future employees through? So obviously the business can identify the needs, government can introduce policy and funds to support it, and then the educators are that key piece of teaching those skills that our future employees need. We encourage our staff to participate in these sorts of programs. Curtis every year has said, may I participate? And I said, if you're happy to do it, you have my blessing. You don't need to seek my approval. You've got blanket approval to participate. It brings him joy. It allows him to participate. It allows that cross-generational transfer of knowledge, and it's just a lot of fun. At Blue Zone Group, we're very excited for the future, and our relationships with key government organisations like RDA Hunter makes anything possible.
Hi, I'm Trevor John. I'm the CEO for Regional Development Australia Hunter. RDA Hunter runs the ME program, and the ME program is an industry and school partnership program, primarily around STEM subjects, and we've worked with St Phillips Christian College for many years now on various activities as part of the ME program. This has been a very successful partnership, one that RDA Hunter has really enjoyed over the years, get terrific support from the teachers. Actually, we should maybe even start with the principal. We get support right from the top, and the students are terrific at really engaging in the programs and the activities that we bring in. In 2013, the ME program and RDA Hunter funded the development of a new curriculum which was Board of Studies endorsed, called iSTEM. So the integrated STEM program provides opportunities for students to work across various areas of STEM in small groups to solve real problems. And it's that sort of environment that has led to the success of the school within subs in schools and the F1 in Schools program and all of those wonderful things that the school has been able to participate in. Hey, Subs in Schools team, fantastic work from St Phillips Christian College. You did so well again. Congratulations. Can't say it enough. Keep up the good work.
Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. At St Phillips Christian College, Newcastle, we are committed to enthusiastically supporting students to become capable young people who have the skills, creativity, knowledge and resilience to address the complex challenges and opportunity the future holds. We believe these students will be at the forefront of future change, pivotal to solutions that will have significant impact for our nation. I am so inspired by and proud of our students and their incredible commitment to learning. Being national champions 3 years in a row is outstanding, and I'm excited to see what is next.